A warm welcome to one and all to JAXCRICTV, and we are back with a brand new episode for JAXCRIC News. And before we get more into details, I would like to thank our sponsors for this video, Hallmark Group, providing you 20 years of service excellence with passion. It's a combination of 13 different companies which provide you 4 services like product development, e-commerce, consulting, and IT staffing. And they do have 6 products, 1500 plus workforce, and more than 60 million plus revenue. And if you are looking for any of those services, please go into the description section and get their details. Our next sponsor is Telugu Association of North America. TANA addresses social, cultural, and educational needs of North American Telugu community in particular, and Telugu people in general. And if you want to join the cause, please go to their website and click on Donate Now, or if you want to volunteer, you can click on Volunteer button. All the details will be provided in the description section. Our next sponsor is Sanjeev Tegulla, who's a realtor. So if you are looking to buy or sell your home, just call Sanjeev Tegulla today for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or even just looking for a new home. And Sanjeev will also be giving $300 to the winning team of this tournament. So without much ado, let's move on to see what happened in the Super 8. In our first match, it was between Chillers and Juggernauts. Chillers won the toss and they elected to bat first, and they scored 108 runs with loss of 10 wickets in 19.3 overs. When we take a look at Chillers' scorecard, Sridhar scored 15, Muralidharan scored 17, Amit 11, and then there was some firepower in the last by Arun. He scored 19 runs, and Nagendra Singh's 13 runs added to the tally. Coming to the Juggernauts bowling, Saminathan bowled 3 overs and gave only 9 runs, out of which 1 was maiden, and Chaitanya Dani bowled 3.3 overs, gave 25, but he took 3 crucial wickets. As well as Sandeep Kara bowled excellent. He bowled 4 overs, 23 runs and 3 wickets. And because of all other bowlers' input too, they were able to restrict Chillers to 108 runs. In the second inning, Juggernauts didn't have a good start because they lost 2 early wickets, but in the middle, Chaitanya Dani and Pankaj Ojha gave some resistance and they scored 19 and 31 each. Then again, there were few quick wickets of Sandeep and Ram, and then Saminathan came in and played a good knock. He was not out on 24, but the rest of the team could not support him. Looking at the bowling columns, Muralidharan VV, excellent performance. He bowled 4 overs, bowled a maiden in that, gave 6 runs and took 3 crucial wickets, and they were timely. And Arun, Amit Venkateshan, Shivashankar Kempaiah all bowled 4 and took 1 wicket each, as well as Sri Vijay Ramakrishnan. So because of all these bowling performance and tight lines, they were able to win the match. And for this, the man of the match was Muralidharan VB for his excellent performance of 3 wickets.
Okay, tell about the match, okay?
Yeah. Okay, today we had the first quarter final between Chillers and Juggernauts, and man of the match in this match is Murli.
Good. Tell about the score also, man. Tell the score also.
110 chasing, and Juggernauts could not chase 110.
Okay.
And Murli bowled.
So you guys enjoyed the match? Okay, good. Hey, you guys enjoyed the match, right? As an umpire? Okay, you had fun, right? Yeah. Okay, guys, come on, guys. Make this pressure, guys. Come on. Keep this on.
Our next match was between 22 and Cartons. Cartons won the toss and they elected to bowl first. While batting first, 22 were all out for 140 in their 19.4 overs. 22 were able to reach to that score with the help of some good batting performances at the top, like Harish and Srikanth. Both of them scored 14 and 40 runs. Then Venkat Reddy followed by 33 runs, followed by Rakesh, who scored 20, and in the end, Kanishk and Balaji chipped in and scored few runs too. When we take a look at the bowling card for Cartons, Muralidharan bowled 4 overs, gave 23 runs and took 1 wicket. Partha as well bowled 3.4, took 1 wicket. Rajkumar Chelladurai, that was the notable performance of the day in the bowling because he bowled 4 overs, gave 36 runs and took 2 wickets, as well as Ramkishore Ashok Kumar, he bowled 4, gave 18 and took 2 wickets. While chasing, Cartons were excellent at the top because they got some great starts, but they were not able to capitalize on it. For example, Ram Kishore, he played 16 balls, scored 11. Muralidharan played 17, scored 21. Rajkumar Chelladurai played 23, scored 15. And Rajbabu Kannappan, 18 of 18. In the tail end, they didn't have much support. There were not many big scores, because of which they were only able to score 90 runs. When we take a look at bowling for 22, It was an awesome performance, all-round performance by all the guys. Kanish Vadiraju, Surya Palla, Shrikant Jalada, all of them took 2 wickets each. And Sandeep Uppalpati, he bowled 4 overs, gave 17 runs and took 3 wickets as well. Venkat Madireddy chipped in with a wicket or so and he bowled 3 overs and bowled a maiden in that, the only maiden in 22's bowling inning, and gave 13 runs. And because of his all-round performance, Venkat Madireddy was man of the match. Moving on to the third game of the day, which was between Outsiders and Blues. Outsiders won the toss and they elected to bat first. In their first innings, they were able to score 97 runs with a loss of 10 wickets in 19.3 overs. When we look at the scorecard, they started well and steady, where Sandeep Prasad scored 9 and Chandrasekhar Mandali gave a steady start of 20. And then Shashank was not able to capitalize on this chance. And then Sri Adigav and Venkat Vuppala, they gave a good resistance and they scored 22 and 12 each, followed by Abhishek Edru, who came in and scored 16. But after that, there were not many big scores, because of which they were restricted to 97. Looking at the Blues bowling card, they came up with a plan and they just had 5 bowlers and they executed it very well. For example, we can see here Vijay Pitta, Jagdish Thirumal Setti, Vijay Sarela, all of them bowled 4 overs, gave 35, 15 and 10 and took 3 wickets each, because of which they were able to restrict Outsiders to 97 runs. Blues started their chase on a steady note. They had some good starts, Jagdish and Sanjay, who scored 6 and 9, but they were not able to carry it forward. But then Vijay Pitta stepped in and scored a good long 37, but after that he didn't get much support from the lower order batsmen. Because of that, they were all out for 85 and they lost the match by 12 runs. Looking at the bowling card, it looks amazing, where Chandrasekhar bowled 4 overs, just gave 18 runs and took 2 wickets. Abhishek Edru, he bowled 3 apiece and gave 11 runs and took a wicket. Arvind Rao bowled 2.2, gave 12 runs and took 2 wickets. Sri Adiga, excellent performance again by him. He bowled 4 overs, took 3 wickets for 19. Because of his wonderful performance, Sri Adiga was man of the match.
Okay, we had first semi-finals today, Outsiders versus quarterfinals, Outsiders versus Blues. So Outsiders scores 97 for 10 in 19.3 overs. Shaker scored 20, good contribution, and Idiga scored 22, and Venkat scored 12, and Abhishek Edru scored 16. So in response, Blues scored 85 for 10. Good batting by Vijay from Blues, but Idiga took 3 wickets, so man of the match goes to Sri Idiga.
Come on! Hey!
Moving on to our fourth and final match of this week, which took place on Sunday between Florida Panthers and Oceans 11. Florida Panthers won the toss and they elected to bat first. In their batting, they scored 117 runs with the loss of 9 wickets in their 18.3 overs. Looking at the scorecard, there were some good starts by Sai Kiran and Venkatalla, who scored 9 and 19 each, followed by Ravinder Uradi, who gave resistance in the middle by scoring 14, and Raven scored 8. Raja Kakatwelli again gave good performance of 23 runs, followed by Satish Nadikatla, who scored 25 runs more. So because of that, they were able to score 117. Looking at the bowling card, Bhavin Patel, Ronil Parmar, Marvin Patel, Hirak Desai, all of them bowled well and they took 1 wicket each. But the star performer of the day was Faisal Ahmed, who bowled 3 overs, gave just 14 runs and took 3 wickets, because of which they were able to restrict Florida Panthers to 117 runs. When Oceans 11 started their chase, they didn't have a good start at the top, but Pina came in and gave a resistance and he played well and scored 21 runs of his 14 balls. And then Rikesh Patel, he scored 53 runs in 38 balls, and Jay Patel, he scored 21 of 19, because of which they were able to win the match convincingly in just 17.3 overs. Looking at the bowling card for Florida Panthers, Srikanth Devineni bowled 4 overs, took 2 wickets, gave 19 runs. Ravinder Uradi was the star performer for Florida Panther. He took 3 wickets in his 4 overs and just gave away 26 runs. Sai Kiran Dandukuri also chipped in with a wicket, but all these performances were not enough for Florida Panthers to stop Oceans 11 from chasing 117. But for his match-winning performance of 53 runs from 38 balls with the help of 8 fours and 1 6, Rikesh Patel was the man of the match.
The Panthers Oceans 11. Oceans 11 won the toss and chose to field. Good contributions from Raja 23, Satish 25 of 15 balls, from a bowling perspective, Faisal Ahmed 3 overs 14 and 3 wickets. Saving, Oceans 11 has a good start, but the saving innings from Rikesh Patel won the match for them. Man of the match, Rikesh Patel for 53 runs in 30.
So congratulations to all the teams who made into the semi-finals. And when we take a look at the schedule for semi-finals, outsiders will be playing Oceans 11 and chillers will be playing 22. Now let's move on to some stats for this week. In batting, Rikesh Patel was at the top, who scored 53 runs, followed by Shrikant Jaladi and Vijay Pitta. In bowling, Muralidharan is at the top because of his 3-wicket effort, followed by Vijay Sarela and Jagdish Tirumalisetti. So overall rankings for this week, Rikesh Patel 239 points, he is leading the way, followed by Muralidharan VB and Venkat Reddy Madhireddy. Now moving on to the overall ranking throughout this tournament. In batting, Binil VS leading the way with 196 runs, followed by Saminathan Muralidharan, Pinak Trivedi, Sandeep Prasad and Rakesh Aitraju. In bowling, Rajkumar Challadra is leading the way with 21 wickets, followed by Sri Adiga, Rajesh Dampetti, Chaitanya Dani and Pankaj Oja. Now taking a look at ranking or most valuable player for this tournament, Jagdish Tirumalisetti is at the top with 1061 points, followed by Chandrasekhar Mandali, Rajendra Munde, Bharanidharan Lakshmikantan and Sri Adiga. So that's all for today's video guys, and next week we'll be back with another video where we'll be knowing our finalists. And if you like this video, please click on the like button, and if you didn't like it, click it twice, and if you want, please do consider subscribing because that will help us a lot.